Welcome to the channel. Today we have a GSRP Level 1 workout. This is a post-rehab workout for people who are just starting to exercise or have various chronic pain conditions. If you are new to this modality, consider doing the first 4 exercises with your legs on the ball in order to give you a chance to concentrate on the core connections more effectively. The channel has instructional videos for each exercise in this workout. Links will be provided below. Enjoy the workout. We begin with the 2-hand ab press. You will lie down on your back, feet and knees fist-width apart. Core connections must be engaged. Pelvis is neutral. Bring the legs in the air. Maintaining a 90-degree angle at the hips and knees, press your hands on your thighs. As you exhale, deepen your core connections, press your hands into your thighs, and press your thighs into your hands. There will be no movement at all. We will be doing 10 reps. On the 6th one, you can pick up your head to make it a little bit more intense. Always remember, maintain that lower back connection so your pelvis retains its neutral position, and press your thighs into your hands, but don't let them move. Next, we move into the 1-hand ab press. Maintaining your same position as the 2-hand press, you will exhale to press, connect your core deeper as the ribs slide down, the belly button moves into the spine, the lower back stays engaged to maintain a neutral pelvis. You will also press your hand into your thigh, in this case, right hand to right thigh. Exhale to press, inhale, maintain your connections, and exhale to press. You can bring up your head if you would like to make it more intense. Keep reviewing your core connections. Avoid any sort of side bending. Maintain your hips and knees at 90. We'll move right into the left hand. 5 exhales for core connections, nice and deep. Make sure both shoulders are moving down the lats at the same time. Even though you're picking up your head and shoulders, you'll only go so far as the bottom of the shoulder blades just coming off the floor, not higher than that. This way you can maintain your lumbar curve. And now we have the contralateral ab press. So you have right hand to left thigh. Keeping the hips and knees at 90s to the best of your ability. Exhale to press the left thigh. Have the left thigh resist and press up into the hand. Maintain the neutral curve of the lumbar spine. As you curl up, endeavor to send the right shoulder towards the left hip, just until the shoulder blade angle leaves the floor. No further than that. You don't have to do your full rotation. On to the left hand. Be mindful of all the core connections. In this case, the model could roll her shoulder a little bit more open as it moves down into the lats. Yet watch the ribs slide down the front and the lower abs lift into the center of gravity. The pelvis is perfectly neutral. The left shoulder is angling towards the right hip. Now let's move into the thoracolumbar release. Connecting your abs nice and deep. Control the rotation of your legs towards the floor. Stay in that position for a few deep breaths. Then, to return your legs to the air, connect your abs much deeper and control them until the legs can relax on the other side. At this point, completely release all muscles and take deep, deep breath into the lower back. To return your legs in the air, make sure that your abs slide down the front. Lower abs lift nice and deep. Now we'll prepare for bridge. Maintain a neutral pelvis. Feet and knees are fist-width apart. As you exhale, press into the heels. Squeeze the lower glutes to press the pelvis high into the air. The ribs funnel down the front. Lower abs into the spine. Inhale to lower the pelvis to the floor. Initiate that movement by releasing the glutes and letting them hang, creating a bit of a traction on the lower spine until your pelvis contacts the floor. As you lower, put pressure into the heels and pull the pelvis towards the feet. Move back into the bridge position and perform 10 top range pulses, deepening those connections at the top of each pulse, followed by a 10 count hold. Next, we move into toe taps. Connect the core nice and deep, shoulders down the lats, ribs down the front, lower abs up and into the spine, legs lift one at a time. 3 taps down on the exhale. Inhale to lift. Long, smooth exhale. Inhale to lift. Notice the pelvis remains neutral. The trunk, the torso remains dead still because of the action of the core connections. As soon as you finish your 10 reps of the 3 taps, move right into your single taps. Another 10 reps. Still being mindful of those deep core connections. After a little stretch, we move right into single leg extension. As you exhale, reach one thigh away. It doesn't have to be very low. That will depend on how well your core muscles can connect to keep your spine and torso stable as your leg reaches away. You can add the head in order to increase the challenge and complexity of this exercise. In this case, the last half of your 10 reps are performed with the torso in flexion, holding still. Back into single leg extension. This time, it is single time. Work those abs. Keep that core well connected. Shoulders into the lats. Lower back muscles engaged to help support the pelvis. Our final exercise in this series is the scissors. Maintaining your ab connections, you will gently pull one leg forward on the exhale, 2 little pulses. We're going half time so that you can concentrate on those core connections, ribs down the front, belly button into the spine, lower back muscles slightly engaged. Notice the bottom leg doesn't go that low. In your mind's eye, you try to create the perfect scissors shape. This way we establish a great mind-body connection. Take a 1 breath break and move right into single time scissors. All right, let's move right into the spine release. Get a little lower back massage while you work those abs. Find your balance point and then inhale to roll back, exhale to roll forward. Remember to increase the pelvic tilt and lower ab connection to send yourself back. Try to increase the ribs connection to bring yourself forward. Resist putting your feet on the floor in between each reps. Try to find that balance point instead. Now we set up for the bird dog. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, and nice neutral spine and pelvis. Exhale to reach. Inhale to place your hand down. Check those lower ab connections. Are they lifting as you reach away? Ribs slide down. Shoulders are in the lats. Back muscles engaged. Pelvis is neutral. That means the front of the pelvis, those 3 bones, creates a triangle parallel to the floor. right into the legs. Exhale to lengthen the leg away. Inhale to place it down. The challenge is to keep this pelvis stable, neutral, keeping your thigh parallel the whole time. Don't let those turnout muscles take over. Don't forget the ribs, the lower abs, and the shoulders. Now moving right into the combo. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to place your limbs down. Exhale to lengthen. Watch the lower abs. Watch those ribs. Shoulders move into the lats. Nice straight knee as you reach your leg away. Next, we'll prepare for prone extension, upper body only. For this variation, lie down with your legs squeezed together. Your pelvis is pressed into the mat. Those 3 bones are equally pressed into your mat. Abs are in, belly button to the spine. As you exhale, you send the shoulders down the lats and you lift the upper body. The lower body remains dead still by the actions of those deep core connections. Lift only to the bottom of the rib cage. Now, you will complete 10 pulses at the top of your range, followed by a 10 count hold. This helps to challenge the core muscles as well as faster fibers. Next, we'll do lower body. Legs spread the width of the mat. As you exhale, you lift the legs, keep the knees straight. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Maintain those core connections. Ribs down the front. Lower abs lifted. Abs into the spine, shoulders into the lats. All right, let's challenge those low glute and hamstring fast twitch fibers. We'll extend the hips, bend the knees, lock the ankles together, and reach feet to the ceiling. 10 pulses. Right into that 10 count hold. Now combine upper and lower body for the full prone extension exercise. Exhale, lengthen and lift. Inhale down. The most challenging part of this exercise is lifting the abdominals up with the spine when you move into extension, feeling the pressure of the belly button lighten on the floor. Now let's move into a 30-second mobility segment for the lower back and hips. Move into any position where you feel tightness and then breathe into those soft tissues. Now let's move into the abs on your side. Make sure everything is lined up. Lower glutes are connected, the lower abs are lifted, the ribs are down to the belly button, shoulders are into the lats. Head is lined up with the rest of your major joints, shoulders and hips. When you're ready, exhale to lengthen up. Inhale to come down. End with 10 top range pulses. Deepen those connections. Keep those ribs down. Belly button in. Legs lined up with the ribs. Hold for 10 counts. As you come down, transition into the clamp. Bring your knees up, 60 degrees of flexion at the hip. Ribs down, belly button up and in, shoulders are in the lats. The two hips are directly perpendicular with the floor. Therefore, your knees are perfectly parallel. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Keep the lower back engaged. Don't let the pelvis roll back or roll forward. The range is much smaller than we think. Now start your 10 pulses at the top. Right into 10 count hold. Right into hip flexion on the side. Reach your legs straight at hip height. Bring it forward. Keep the lower back, lower abs engaged. Tailbone is reaching away from the heel. Working at the hip level, perform little lifts on the exhales. Don't forget to inhale. Move right into 10 top range pulses. Into that 10 count hold. Moving right into hip extension on the side. At hip height, you reach your leg back as far behind you as is comfortable going using your lower glute fibers. Keep the abs well connected, belly button pulled in, shoulders into the lats. Right into 10 top range pulses. Now hold. Now we have the whole series on the left side, starting with abs on side. 10 reps, 10 pulses at the top, 10 count hold at the end. Let's go. Top range pulses. Now hold for 10. Now sitting up for cloud. Bring your knees into alignment, connect your core. You're going to exhale to lift the top leg. Now pulse. hold for 10. Now move into position for hip flexion on the side. Bring your leg forward. Mind those core connections. Keep the tailbone reaching behind you. 10 reps. And top range pulses now. Ten count hold now. Move into position for hip extension. Rotate the rib cage towards the floor. Connect those abs. Try to keep that top hip bone directly above the bottom hip bone, making your pelvis perpendicular to the floor. Top range pulses now. Now hold. For plank, squeeze those legs together, glutes, deep core connections, everything nicely engaged. We're going to exhale to rotate the pelvis about 45 degrees. Into single time twist. Here we go. Prepare for inverted hip extension. Onto the elbows, create your triangle pose, and extend the hip. Keep the leg as parallel as possible. Keep the deep abs connected and the lower back muscles engaged, shoulders in the lats. Exhale to lift. Last one, move on to the other leg. Try to resist twisting the pelvis like the model is doing. Better lower back connection will help with that. Also, this model is dealing with cramps in her quads. You, if possible, keep that right knee as straight as possible throughout the entire exercise. Now time for some standing work. We'll start with a deadlift. Grab yourself a nice straight pole and your resistance bands. We're going to inhale to tilt forward. Keep it back as straight as possible. Exhale to return. For 10. As you hinge at the hip and lengthen over, the paraspinal muscles work extra hard. The deep abs connect even deeper. The tailbone reaches to the sky. The knees only slightly soften. Get that hamstring stretch. Now this one, stay down and row. Pull the elbows wide. Shoulder blades down the back, not together. Ribs down the front, lower abs up and into the spine. Lower back muscles deeply engaged, tailbones reaching to the sky. Now into top range pulses. Followed by, you guessed it, 10 count hold. Whew. Now we have squats in neutral. The feet will be parallel, but I will be working feet hip-width apart, as wide as the outside of my hip. Alright, we're going to be pulling the pole up to the chest, trying to keep it parallel. Once you've figured out the tension, bend the elbows. They're tucked in right alongside your waist, aiming to the floor, and you squat on the exhale. Remember to keep the lower back working as hard as possible in full extension. Lower abs are lifted. Your weight is back on the heels. Finishing up, we move right into bottom range pulses. Now hold. Moving back into that squat position, press overhead. Exhale, press. Inhale to bring the elbows back down. Watch those core connections, nice and deep. Keep the tailbone reaching behind you. Keep your weight grounded into the heels. Moving back into that squat position, we do top range pulses with that overhead press. Now hold for 10, or as long as you can handle it. Right now, moving into position for wide stance squats. Tricky to figure out. Get as wide as you can, turn out at the top of the hips, bend those elbows, and squat. Keep the elbows bent as you go up and down. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up. Into pulses. Keep pressing those thighs back. Keep the abs lifted. Press through those heels. Funnel those ribs down. Shoulders into lats. Tailbone reaches behind you. Weight on your heels. Now hold and press. As long as you can stomach it, that's good. And now we set up for the lunge. Make sure that your pelvis is centered between the two legs. Your chest is upright, elbows alongside your waist. Exhale, bend. Inhale, return. Be mindful that the lower glute fibers of that right leg are engaged the whole time. The more you bend, the deeper they connect with your lower abs. Right into bottom range pulses for 10. Now hold for 10 counts. Press up and hold as long as you can. Now back into your lunge position. You're going to bend that knee and hold yourself there as you press overhead 10 times. that lunge position, press overhead for top range pulses. Now hold for 10, as long as you can take it. Setting up for the other side. Time to start your pulses now. And a 10 count hold, or for as long as you can. All right, getting into lunge position, into the overhead presses. Always consider your core connections, stability of your torso relative to your pelvis. Exhale to press. Now, 10 overhead press, top range pulses. Last exercise of your workout, your hip abduction inflection. Exhale to lift to make sure your core connections are nice and strong. And keep that left knee slightly bent, a little bit responsive to help you with the balance. Lower back stays fully extended, tailbone is reaching away from your head. If you can, try to challenge yourself with a few top range pulses. Moving on to the right leg, flexing at the hip, back stays extended, core connections nice and strong. Exhale to lift for 10. To balance out, try a few top range pulses. Oh, or not. To end, let's do some loosening exercises. Gentle stretches, nothing too intense. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All throughout your body. Find the stiff bits and breathe into them. Whatever works for you. This is my routine. And there you have it, your GSRP Level 1 Post-Rehab Functional Training Workout. Good job. I'll see you next time.